my theme tune. Is it a theme tune? I don't know. Look. Susan, 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 or Sue-Tick. Who even knows? I haven't really worked anything out here. Hello, how are you? How's your day been? La 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 la. Vibraphone. Like BBC Radio Workshop. Radiophonic Workshop. BBC. Like I'm Delia Derbyshire or something. Doctor Who music. I don't know, is it? Anyway, hello, how are you? How are you? All the millions of people watching me. No, I've driven you away. Oh no, how are you? Salutations of good fortune to you as well. It's the week that has been. It's a week that we've seen. It's a week that we've seen lots of things. It's been cold here and dull here, and we've seen a Doctor Who or two. Hello Philip, hello Harry Fingal. How are you both? As you can tell, I have not practiced or done anything with this. I've been like, I should probably learn that. And then it's sat on my floor and I've gone, yes. Still no sign of anything being learnt. My lovely keyboard lights flying. Woo, hooked on classics. Yeah. So I've just turned it off now, because what's the point of that? So I don't know whether you watch Doctor Who. I know Arafingal, did you say that you're waiting till the end? So I won't do any spoilers for you, but I already have, because that's just the nature of it. I made various things on a different app than this. And I'd seen it in the middle of the night, and I responded to it, and my mother saw it, and I was like, you've spoilt it for yourself now. She's like, I didn't understand what you're talking about. So it's all fine. No idea what I was talking about. So yeah, so that's fine. So it's very, very cold. It's not so cold today. A bit windy, but why is it so cold? Global warming has come to pass and warmed up something somewhere, but it's not here. It apparently was like the hottest it's ever been somewhere around the Mediterranean, and the coldest here. Like 2 or 3 years ago, wasn't it like the hottest June on record around this time? So hot that we were like, nah, it's too much hot, too much heat. And now it's like, no, freezing, I'm frozen. Can't really win, can we? Anyway, I'm going to put this to one side. How are you? Sometimes you know what I'm talking about. Yes. I never know what I'm talking about. Nobody knows what I'm talking about. I don't know. So how are you going to know? Quite frankly, it's just how it is. Oh, look, my guitar. I haven't tuned it, so let's see. This is an out of tune guitar. And it's not going to help me go very far, but I haven't picked it up for a couple of weeks, and everything that you are going to seek is here. It's the meaning of life, the meaning of life, the meaning of life. That's gone all sort of sad, and the chords sound bad, but I'm going to carry on anyway. Put that down, because nobody needs to hear that. So yes, because it's so long since I've touched it and played it, done the calluses on my fingers have all but healed, and now I've set them off again. Oh no, the pain, the feelings in my So yes, what have I been doing? I've been thinking about doing stuff on my Edinburgh show. I was like, I should be doing like posters and flyers. I should do that. So I need to download some open source software, because I'm not, certainly, have you heard, Adobe have put a thing in their little terms and conditions that said they own everything that anyone uses. So if you make something, with them, then that will be theirs to do with what they want, do as they want, and they want lots of money, so I'm not doing that. And you can't use any Photoshop you've ever bought in the past, except for those. Like, I've got a Photoshop that I had from like 2004, and probably doesn't actually work on my computer anymore. I haven't downloaded it, but technically, no, you can't use that anymore. You've used it too much. Well, actually, the place where I was it's a disk and stuff, but we had a license in my work for one computer, and we had it on all of the computers, and they changed their rules or enforced their rules around that time and went, no, now you have to buy hundreds of thousands of subscriptions. And we were like, nah, stop that. So I think we changed to a different software at that point. So yeah. So don't really need it, do you? So what has been up apart from photoshopping stuff and me not getting around to it? Oh, things and that and this. The Doctor Who that some people haven't seen, so they don't really want to talk. You don't want me to talk about that, but then other people go, why did not you talk about that? Why didn't you talk that? I'm like, yeah, I can't win. I'm in a time vortex. I'm not in a time vortex. I'm not a time lord. Not, or am I? Or am I? Maybe I am. Maybe I am. So yeah, I haven't really been doing much this week. No. I did some gardening earlier on, and my ankle I thought was healing, but it is not. It's still hurting. It's like every now and then I go, ow. So it's been nearly a month. Like I'm jabbing it with my fingers now, going, oh, that hurts. So don't do that. Is basically the way. But apart from that, what have I done this week? Nothing. It's been a week of nothingness. I feel like I should have done something, but did I though? No. Oh, I know what I did get. I got an African cloth for. So this is for bathing purposes. Like you can scrub your back and everything. I've got two of them. This one and a pink one. And the reason I got those is because I'm very, very, very easily influenced. And Shuti Gatwa did a video with like the BBC going, well, you should get one of these because they're really good. And I'm like, why don't I get one of those then? It's like, wow. It's like, I know I can't be influenced by people being influencers. I can't be influenced by adverts. And generally speaking, that's true. I see, I'm not buying that just because you tell me to. He didn't say buy it. He wasn't selling it. He just said, look at this. This is good. And I went, well, should you get one? I'm going to trust you with that. And so this proves why he's the best person to play the Doctor, that he's very influential and can make people do stuff by the power of his mind. And also me going, oh, I got some Amazon vouchers. Actually, what happened was I had some Amazon vouchers that I got from like playing games on my phone and stuff. And I put them on. And my mother wanted a dress pattern so that she could make a fairy dress for my niece. And so I ordered that through my Amazon account using what I thought was her details so she could pay for it. But I used my voucher, my £10 voucher. And I was like, Mum, I'm going to buy something because I just spent my voucher on your thing and now I want something. And she's like, go on then. So I bought that and some more things for my wardrobe dehumidifier because there's a lot of water still coming out of that wardrobe. Do you remember when it was so smelly? And I've sucked so much water out with these things. These are new ones actually. I haven't tried these before. So, but I got two more full ones out to this week. Like, I've got a couple of jackets in there that don't smell too bad, just to check that nothing's going to go mouldy in there. So that's what I got. That's exciting, isn't it? I got an African bath thing and some dehumidifiers for the wardrobe, just because I felt aggrieved that I'd used my vouchers for somebody else because I'm selfish, maybe. No, my mum said it was fine. So she bought those for me because I spent my money or my voucher on her thing. Ugh. So annoying. Ugh. Brr. I went, brr. So yeah, that's what I've done. And also I thought, well, I'll get those because Shuti Gatwa said they were good. So I used one yesterday and it was like invigorating and all that. And it was like, Exfoliating. I was going to say defoliating, but that would be a tree. Exfoliating. Getting rid of the X trees. Loads of leaves. Yes, it's like exfoliating is getting rid of your skin, but foliage is trees. We're not trees. I'm not a tree. I'm a human being. I'm a human being. Or am I? I don't know, possibly. So what else has happened this week? I don't know, some stuff. I've only got 2 people left. I've driven you away. I've driven you away. I've driven you away from my video today. The English language is very, very strange. Exactly. Like, defenestration is being kicked out of a window and it sounds like something to do with a tree. Defenestration is a window. Deforestation is a different thing, but it sounds very similar. So if you are gonna go around deforestation, defenestration, deep illumination, make sure you know what you're talking about so you don't do the wrong thing. Yeah, difficult to know what to do at the best of times, really. But it's a very specific thing, defenestration. It's like not something that you go around doing very often. It's very specific points in history where that was a thing, that people did that. Why would you do that? You don't have specific things for chucking people out of doors or chucking people down wells. Deelevation. What would deportation is, because port is a door, but deportation is a very different thing than chucking a person out of a door, and devaluation is not a thing at all. Deterioration, chaise long, nation, for the nation. Invigoration, exfoliation, mana. Yeah. So yeah, words are weird, aren't they? Words are weird, especially when you're just winging it. Yeah, loads of things. There's trees coming out into bloom. There's where there was very not long ago just bare branches. Now there's leaves everywhere, foliage. I can exfoliate the leaves from the trees, but not till the autumn. Or the fall, if you're an American. Fall! Roll forward, we fall back. That's not right. Anyway, yeah, so it's, I don't know really what's happening. Now, the weather's been all right today. It hasn't rained today. It's been the first day it hasn't rained. Yesterday was rainy and cold, and it was sunny, and then it was cold. My mum hasn't been very well, so she's been in her room looking out the window, and she's like, it's blue skies over there and it's clouds over there at the same time. It's like, yes, I know what's going on. But there was the triplet colours yesterday, and it was all rainy, and then it was sunny there as well. And of course, Princess Kate, the Katie princess, was out in force, looking well and happy. So good for her, because there was a lot of speculation that she disappeared, but now she's back. Don't want to listen to internet rumours that said she was never gonna be seen again unless she was a clone. But I don't think she was. I think she was the real one. I have no reason to believe that she wasn't the real one. Maybe she was a hologram. Like, because she was on the balcony and they had a carriage. So maybe they had AI holograms on the carriage. So when she was going like that, she wasn't really there at all. And then when she was on the balcony, looking serene and pretty, she wasn't really there at all. They were all holograms. That's what it was, definitely. Yes, exactly. The Queen Mother was purely a hologram as well. None of these people exist. None of them really exist. They're all just AI, even though AI didn't exist properly in the way that it does 20, 30 years ago, the whole of the royal family, from the start of the royal family, like 1,000 years ago, were all AI. None of it was real. It was all a figment. Just tricked by the mind, tricked by technology that didn't exist 1,000 years ago. That's what it is. That's definitely what it is. So yeah, and we're coming ever closer to the election, the general election, the general big election in this country, which is the UK. If you're watching and you're not from the UK, you've got an election in November, but we've got one next month, which is very soon now, very soon. So we'll have a different government before you've got a different government. Nobody saw that coming today. No, didn't expect that. Nobody expects a different government, but they got it anyway. Woo! I can do some exercise. Oh, build up my muscles. I just saw this. It's not even mine. I think I got this from somebody I was doing a show with when we were doing some sort of sketch about strong people, and I never, because if you know, it's just I've fallen out with a few people, and this particular person just abandoned me mid-show and left some of their stuff, and this was one of the stuff, and I never got a chance to give it back to them. I've got a high-vis jacket as well. It's like, which they're welcome to have back. I've never used it or have any need for it. But they abandoned me mid-show, so I was like, do you want your stuff back? But I never talked to them ever again to actually say that. I was like, you're right. The end. So that was interesting. It's not my fault that I've got this very pointless, it's not heavy enough to do anything with. It's like, well, it's as heavy as a piece of, they're about the same weight, so what's the point in that? I'm not sure. It's not mine. You're welcome to have it back if you're watching it, person that will know who they are, that I've probably antagonised by mentioning, even though I haven't mentioned them. There's been, to be honest, there's been at least 2 people that I've antagonised without realising it, that have abandoned me mid-show. It's like, what the hell? They did know each other, so maybe they just decided that since one of them had done it, all of them could do it. Yeah, I don't know. Oops! So I'm very sorry for all the people I've antagonised, but I didn't know that I was antagonising them at the time. That's how antagonising I am. So annoying that I don't even know it. You don't even know it. Boop, boop, boop. So everybody's talking about Jamie. Are they? Are they? No, that's a musical show that's available on Amazon and that, or other streaming platforms probably, but I don't know. Oh, what's happening? Oh, Cats. Just that made me think of Cats. Have you seen that they've got a new version of Cats that's set in a 1980s ballroom scene? You know, like the Vogue, that, you know, Paris is Burning type thing. Which I'm like, wow, because Cats, I've seen Cats, and I thought Cats was a load of old nonsense. I saw the film first. Most people have seen the stage show, or like a video of the stage show, or they've gone to the West End and they're big Cats fans. They're like, Cats, yeah, oh, I love Cats. Now, I saw the film first, which was like, oh, interesting, but a little bit sort of off. And then I thought, well, possibly, because everyone's like, the stage show's much better. And then I watched the video of the stage show, and I was like, is it though? This is a bit strange. It doesn't make any sense. If you don't know what, it's based on T.S. Eliot's, like lots of poems that he wrote about cats, and they were a bit random, and they thematically they're about cats, and that's all really they had in common. And so, you know, it was put together like and then put on, and then they had to think of some reason for the cats to be there. So they had, like, I think that originally the cats had a competition to see who was best at being a cat. And then they did a lot of dancing. And the prize for being really good at being a cat was that you got to die and go up in a hot air balloon. That's what I gather from it. It didn't seem to make an awful lot of sense. So, when I hear that they're using the ballroom culture and that they're doing like, it's like, wow, ballroom cats, and there's a reason for it, because they're having an actual competition, like a dancing, it's like giving face and you know, tens across the board. Yeah, and it's like, wow. That sounds like it would work for the first time ever. So I'm not. It's like Andrew Lloyd Webber. It's like I'm not the biggest Andrew Lloyd Webber fan, but I don't hate Andrew Lloyd Webber. In that, I did have like somebody once said that they don't believe when so their girlfriend, this Andrew is his name, he was a comedian, he's a comedian, and had a girlfriend that reckoned that they liked Stephen Sondheim better than Andrew Lloyd Webber, and he vehemently disagreed with that. And we were on the way back from a gig, and he said, I don't believe it, and I think it's very bad and stupid when anyone says that Andrew Lloyd Webber isn't as good, is better, that Andrew Lloyd, because he said Stephen Sondheim wasn't any good, and that Andrew Lloyd Webber was good. And I said, oh, I like Stephen Sondheim. And he was like, and really didn't speak to me ever again. I've seen him since then, and he's blanked me. And I don't think the reason is because of that conversation, but it might be. We also had a conversation. He asked me, because he had a bit about internet dating, and I didn't know that. But before the gig, he said, have you ever done internet dating? And I said, no, I don't do that sort of thing. And he got sort of disgruntled, because I think that's how he met his future wife. His future wife, his wife now, but wasn't his wife at the time. So I think he was annoyed at me for that too, and probably various other reasons. Or maybe he just didn't remember me, because then when I saw him ages later and I said, hello, he was like, and I think he just probably didn't know who I was. He's probably, I'm not a memorable person, obviously, but I remember him. I remember loads of things about him. Anyway, he did not believe that anybody would like Stephen Sondheim more than Andrew Lloyd Webber. But I do. I actually do like Stephen Sondheim quite a lot more than Andrew Lloyd Webber. I'm sorry, but I don't hate Andrew Lloyd Webber. I just don't think Andrew Lloyd Webber is as good as a lot of people seem to think he is. Nothing wrong with him. If Andrew Lloyd Webber came and said, would you be in my musical? I'd be, yes, please, Andrew Lloyd Webber. But that's not very likely to happen, so it's not really something that I need to worry about. Really, is it? No, everybody in chat's gone very quiet. Is there anyone left? Woohoo, are you there? Are you there? Who has any opinion about Cats or Andrew Lloyd Webber or any musicals? Do you like musicals? A lot of people don't like musicals at all. Now, I would not go that far, because I like musicals. Yes, still there. I like all music. All musicals. So I think, you know, people go, I don't like musicals. I don't like it when people just start singing in the middle of us. Like, well, if they don't sing in the middle of a serious scene, then I will think there's something very seriously wrong. I think that everybody should be singing at all times. I think the whole of life should be singing. Like some people go like Chicago because it's a non-diegetic, anyway. Like things like Chicago, they step up, so it's dream sequences, all the dancing and stuff. It's like, haha, that's not really happening. It's like, haha, it's all the world's a stage, razzle dazzle them. So the reason that they're singing and dancing is like separate from the actual what's happening. Yeah. But some like Oklahoma, they just burst into song. Like Seven Brides for Seven Brothers, burst into song. So I like both types. I like the sort where there's a reason, like Cabaret, they don't burst into song. There's Cabaret, it's separate. All the songs are Cabaret. So I like that. I like it when the songs are separate from the actual serious, because the film is very serious, and then you go into the Weimar Republic, lots of wine, yeah. The Weimar Republic and the cabaret scene of Germany in the early 1930s. So you've got a reason for it there. But also, if you start singing in the mid, like Buffy, the Vampire Slayer, where they were singing and they didn't know why they were singing. They were just, you got the mustard out, or they got the mustard out. Anyway, yeah. So. Yeah, lots of things. And they were like, why are we all singing? It's unbelievable. Why are we singing? And then that episode of Doctor Who where there's always a twist in the end. See, That was actually a staged musical. They had a reason for singing and dancing. La la la, we're singing and we're dancing on tables like the kids from Fame. Yay! So that wasn't out of place for that, although the sounds on the zebra crossing at the end were a little bit woo. But then there's something weird going on about the series. I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but there was a musical number. And there was several musical numbers, but they all had reasons. Like, I've got a dog, he's called Fred. My dog, Fred. Yeah, anyway, there's a reason for the songs in that. And if there's a reason for the songs because somebody's singing a song, because people do sing songs because they're entertaining people, that's good. And if people are singing songs because they're just singing songs, it's like, the emotions are so high. The only thing I can do is sing a song. Like, I am in favour of everybody singing songs 24/7. Nothing but songs. We should all sing at all times, whether or not we can sing. In fact, the less we can sing, the more we should sing. That is what I think. The less you can do something, I think you might have noticed from my videos, the less you can do something, the more you should actually do it. Like, for instance, haha, I can't play the piano. See, I can't play it at all, but I'm gonna do it anyway, gonna do it anyway, gonna do it anyway at all. Gonna do it anyway. So everybody should sing, and everybody should dance, and everybody should... Guitar's just falling on me. Everybody should do what they want, even though they can't do it. They should do it anyway. Yay. That's what I think. You should do it. Feel the fear and do it anyway. Can't do anything. And everybody's gone quiet as well, which obviously is because you're feeling the joy and you're just running about in your little room or your big room. Wherever you are, you might be out in the... I don't know where you are watching this. Wherever you are, I know that you're quiet now because you're singing at the top of your lungs. Top of your lungs. Bottom of your lungs. Top of your lungs. Top of your lungs. Yes. Shh. Lots of chocolate. Yes. Cats do have opposing thumbs, especially... Have you not seen my cat with hands? The little cats, some cats do have. Especially Burmese. Bengalese, not the Bengal cats. They've definitely got extra. It's like my hands are more like cat hands. Or spiders. That's scary. Doctor Who monster. Yeah. So there's always Rocky Horror. Exactly. Rocky Horror. You need peace of mind. I want to tell you, you're doing just fine. You're the product of another time. So feeling. Well, that's no crime. That's not in the film. Unsurprising. Is it? Is it? It might be. Rocky Horror. You need peace of mind. Yeah. Possibly that is in the film. It's Charles Gray. Does he sing that bit? Anyway, that ain't no crime. Yeah. Yeah. Any musical is good by me. If it's good or if it's bad, it is a musical and it should exist. And that's all I've got to say about that. Right. So I will be back next week. By which time I would have seen the last of the Doctor Who episodes. And hopefully the people that haven't seen any of them will have a big run through and watch every single one of them on the Saturday and the Sunday. And if I talk about it, you won't be spoiled. And if you don't care for them, then it won't matter anyway because you won't know what I'm talking about. And we'll just have a great big sing-song, a jamboree with jam and scones and cream and scones and scones and scans and scads of scoos. That's what we will have. Yeah. You might have to bring your own jam and scones. Scones. Stone of scone. S. I've just seen a really big bird like a dinosaur flying by. Ah no! I've gone through time! I'm in the past! Ah! All right. Well, thank you very much for joining me yet again, and I will see you next week. Have a very good week. Have a good week for you. And once again, you be well too. Bye. Bye. Bye.